Welcome, everyone, to Virginia Tech. And if we're here, you know it's time for Enter Sandman. One of the best environments in all of sports. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
It's the best entrance in college football, particularly at night. Virginia Tech, Sandman, here we go. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He might want another play. Here's Sellers to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Tuggle. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
That's caught. It's Bennett. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now here's Sellers. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Just a terrible, terrible mistake. So instead of getting off the field on 4th down, the offense, maybe some room here. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Sellers. Oh, they're after him! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this one. I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast, and it's so important today playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Hawkins. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Unloads quickly. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Clark. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Sellers. Hauls it in. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take.
There's a crease. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Sellers to throw. Release to the back. He's got him this time. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Off the RPO, complete. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the Jets, and is gone.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards and the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Denmark. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Breaks the tackle. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had...
Gashing the knee on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. So close to cashing it in for this offense. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Making side adjustments here. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up for the PAT. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 14, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Running inside, it's Hawkins. Got a little grass. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here, and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth, and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong, and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump them.
He's already thrown 1 pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. Once you start to drift, that ball, when you throw it, is going to drift. So he's just got to iron in, get those feet set, stay square every time he throws the football so he can be a little bit more accurate and stop making some of these bonehead plays.
This time he's got his man.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it. There he goes. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Has it! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hokies! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Makes the grab, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. He's got an open man. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll run the counter. Thrust that arm out. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for room, it's Clark. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Sellers unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown Gamecocks! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. They'll pounce on the loose ball in the end zone, stop the drive, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Finds his tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Throwing right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. The 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
He'll toss it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
Number 14, set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. On target. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Here we go. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. We're just about ready to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Ready? 129, 129. Ready, go.
The snap sets up the throw. Plucks it out of the air. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
and quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver.
Let it go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Inside the touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it.
Number 17, set to take this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit him as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run the design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
Looking for a gap. It's Hawkins. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late.
Red 54. Still go.
And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this off.
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out. Maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but they made it interesting, but they pick up the first, and the drive stays alive.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Complete in the middle. Open space at the 25. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hokies! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They want to see if they can score the deuce.
Sweep, sweep. Ready. Go.
Snaps it in the shotgun. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Virginia Tech, 12. Number 17, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Fuller. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had Side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. And they know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the option. The pitch. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Kill. 214 close. 214 close.
Here's Sellers to throw. He's got the tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. Leaping grab for a big gain. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass.
Number 14, set to kick it off.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
Ready, go!
Using his legs, it's Hawkins. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Red 18. Go!
Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Fuller. Hard running there. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Quick release by the QB. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon where the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback keep. There's some room. Runs through the tackle. Got enough for the first. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The run inside. It's Fuller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing, Sellers. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. He's got it, and perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a...
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. In the red area, it's Hawkins. He will be stopped short, just shy of the goal line, and the 2-point conversion attempt will fail.
South Carolina, 44. Virginia Tech, 26. Number 17, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's McAllister. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Maybe a crease. Drills him with a stiff arm. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big...
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the route is on. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the option. The keeper on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Plows through the defense. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Running inside, it's Hawkins. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Now, 4th down.
The Hokies will call on their punt team.
On to punt it away.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. He'll field the punt. The stiff arm gets him loose. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line.
Carolina offense will take over. 1st and 10.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Oh, he's got a chance. Runs through a tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. It's away and a beauty headed toward the sideline. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants a big play here late. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.